We've been hearing a lot from our Republican delegation, a lot about work requirements. And so a lot of the food stamp eligibility, Medicaid eligibility, a lot of those, the language that they're using is that it's wrapped around work requirements. I can go into this and I can answer some questions, but Soch, I was wondering if you could provide just a little bit of education about or how best to try to talk about work requirements and when it comes to eligibility and the fluctuation of work just to qualify, or even the paperwork, red tape, the barriers that people have to qualify for these. Can you touch on that?
I think part of the reason why Republicans use this tactic is they want to perpetrate a lie that food stamps go to people who won't work. And the reality is, the majority of people in Nebraska who receive SNAP dollars are already working. The other reality is that we already have work requirements as part of SNAP. It was part of a robust negotiation in the Clinton era where there were changes made that impacted families, that impacted single moms. But because we recognize that this is that funding is limited and we've got to invest where it most makes sense. So there's already work requirements. And for folks who aren't currently working and also not caretaking, this is temporary relief. They're not on SNAP forever. They only have a temporary time to get back up on their feet as they're searching for jobs, as they're looking for other options. The minority of folks who aren't working or and are receiving SNAP benefits are usually doing caretaking. So they either have a disability, they're caring for someone with a disability, or they're caring for a family. And one example that I heard about the work requirements that Republicans are now trying to oppose, the Republican House members who voted for this package, it was a completely partisan vote, that, it impacts single moms and single dads specifically, right? So they want to impose exceptions for a two-parent household so that one of the parents could stay at home and care for the kids because childcare is so expensive. But they won't do the same thing if you're a single mom trying to make it. So this is going to impact people all across the country. It's also going to impact states in terms of administrative burden. So say that you are a senior who's applying for food stamps. So you don't have to choose between food and your medication that's also being cut with Medicaid. So you're trying to figure this out and you're applying for SNAP, but now there's fewer state workers who are running through the applications helping you apply because they're all enforcing these new work requirements that were just changed. Listen, the other argument that Republicans are making about making these cuts is they want to stop fraud, waste, and abuse. Well, if they really wanted to do that, they'd invest in the state systems that address that. Because when there is fraud, waste, and abuse, we all want to stop it. We want this support to go to the people who deserve it. But you do that by investing in a system, not by constantly changing the rules that make it harder and harder for people to be able to get food on their table.